your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Is that what you know?
I know you doing that right.
You didn't.
I did.
Because I barely remember that song. Because I barely. But.
Well, if you didn't tell by the beginning part, we're doing a Space Jam review. But before we get into it, my name is Mark.
And my name is Alexis.
This is our YouTube channel called The
Couples Corner.
So today we're going to be talking about the Space Jam review, what we thought about it. I know she said that I'm going to be doing most of the talking because
this is his childhood, not mine.
It's my childhood. This is what it started for me.
I've seen it. It's just it's not. He's an athlete, so they feel a different way about it. They feel a different way.
Ex-athlete, as you can tell.
He's an athlete. He's still once an athlete, always an athlete.
But before we get into it, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please make sure you hit that notification bell. So when you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified whenever we do drop a video. So, my first impression of Space Jam. Me personally,
do like compare and contrast. So you want to just talk about the new one first, and then.
You know what? I'll do that. Okay. So, I started watching basketball after I watched the original Space Jam, which came out in '96.
When I was one. Okay, sorry.
You know, and that's what started for me. You know, seeing Bugs Bunny, and then seeing, oh, this guy, he looks pretty good. Come to find out, it's Michael Jordan, and that's when I started watching basketball. So that was the start for me. So, it was great because I was about 7 or 8. I was about 8 years old when it came out. So, me being young at the time, I was excited. I was like, I couldn't control myself. And then I kept watching it over and over and over again. And I eventually had like Fisher Price hoops or one of those little hoops. And I would just like react some of the scenes and stuff like that. So I was really into it. And I'm a Bulls fan from since back then. So
are you still a Bulls fan?
Yes, I'm still a Bulls fan. But I do root for LeBron James as well. I do root for players individually. So when I saw first Space Jam, now that it's 25 years old, you could tell, like, first of all, from them saying that Michael Jordan was a better actor than LeBron James, I feel like both of their acting was
trash.
I would say trash. It was okay. They're playing them.
But if you're playing your show, shouldn't it be natural? I feel like they acting too much, and you can tell they're acting. That's the problem. Like, it's like it don't come off like you can't tell I'm acting. You supposed to. They acting like, oh, I'm acting, and that's not how an actor is supposed to be. An actor is supposed to be believable. Like, when you saw Angela Bassett, you thought she was Tina. You felt Tina Turner. You saw Lawrence Fishburne, you was like, this is Ike, my nigga. You wasn't like, oh, that's Lawrence Fishburne. You have to feel, I know he playing LeBron, but it's like, you're still supposed to be more natural. Because I know his talks with his kids don't be like that. Like, it just seems all fake. You're supposed to make it real. But continue.
Oh yeah, and spoiler alert! If you haven't watched it, please go watch it.
Just turn it off. Just turn it off.
Please watch it. We appreciate you being here this far. Just pause the video, watch it, and then come back.
It's 2 hours though.
1:55.
It's 2 hours.
1:55.
Black people round up.
You're right. So yeah, So on Friday, I knew it was coming out. I was excited all week for it to come out. Friday, I couldn't wait to get home. I was upset that I had to stay later at my current job because of customer. And then people driving stupid, and I'm like, I have the weekend off. I'm so excited to be off. I'm excited every time I'm off. Shade. When somebody say no shade, I'm throwing shade. Um, so yeah, so I was excited to come home. Came home, took my shower, um, and then Alexis was watching her shows and stuff like that. Um, and then I was like, you know what, can we watch Space Jam? She's like, she forgot that it came out, so she's like, all right, fine. So we watched it, and if there was some parts that was a little bit cheesy, but you gotta remember, this is a kids movie. This is not something for people that my age is supposed to critique and be like,
well, I think
oh my god,
I feel like
supposed to be...
they are because they saw the original one. And with the original one, most people were that are your age were kids. That's why they feel like they can critique it, because they were there for the first one. That's why they feel like they can critique it.
But the thing about it, I understand that, but it's like, you watch something when you're young, you're always going to have a perception that it was great back then. So you're comparing your younger thought to your more mature thought and trying to compare it. And sometimes you can't really compare that, because at the end of the day, both of them were kids' movies. Mm-hmm. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam, they are kids' characters, mm-hmm. created by adults, but they are kids' characters. Mm-hmm. So it's unfair for people to be like, Space Jam was trash, isn't that? Because, first of all, the original Space Jam, I doubt everybody that saw it liked it. I know people have critiques on it, so you gotta let this Space Jam age.
This is my thing. What I don't like is the main problem. I know a lot of people say they didn't watch it because it was LeBron and they don't like LeBron. I just don't understand why people hate on LeBron so much. What's wrong with him? I don't see nothing wrong with him. I don't understand. I don't get it. What's wrong with him? Can you tell me what's wrong with him? Because I haven't found nothing wrong with him yet. So tell me what's wrong with him.
I don't know. It seemed like he's being positive.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't like positivity, but you like somebody like Michael Jordan, who was a complete asshole. I just don't understand.
His Michael Jordan's acting was trash.
It was the same. They both acted the same way. That's why I'm not getting I don't get it. They acted the same way. Like, I don't get it. It's because it's LeBron. They feel like I'm gonna critique it more because it's LeBron. Like,
that's a great point.
Oh my god! Like,
and it's like,
and a lot of people say it was just really full of graphics. I mean, it was a lot of graphics.
It's a video game. It's a video game. So it's supposed to be.
And it's 2021. That was the whole way 25 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I mean, how you think it's supposed to look?
And no shade to the Jordan the fans. And like I said, I watched Jordan, and Jordan was the first athlete that I saw. Jordan's Goon Squad would have smashed the Monstars. Point blank, period.
Wait, in the new one?
Yeah.
So Jordan's team?
No, LeBron's team.
You just said Jordan.
My bad. LeBron's team would have smashed that team.
Oh, in O.
Fight me.
Okay.
Fight me. Fight me. I did, because think about it. The Monstars had Sean Bradley, trash. You had Charles Barkley, Hall of Famer. You had Muggsy Bogues.
Wait, is Charles Barkley a bad player?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's Hall of Famer.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, yeah, Sean Bradley. You had Muggsy Bogues, Charles Barkley, Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing.
Is Patrick Ewing good?
Yeah, he's Hall of Famer.
Is Muggsy Bogues good? That's the one that's really short.
He was okay.
That's the one that's short.
He was okay.
But don't you have to be at least fast to be?
It's not just fast.
But I'm saying if you're short, don't you have to be fast too? Because most of the time you're supposed to. Most of the time they don't really get players that's like under 6 feet. That's why I was asking. Because he's like short.
He's 5'3".
No, that's like pretty short. That's my height, so it's pretty short.
And I don't know. And then you think about the Goon Squad. They had Diana Taurasi. I forgot the other young lady's name. She's in the WNBA. Then you had Anthony Davis. You had Damian Lillard. You had Klay Thompson. Like, that team would have definitely smashed the Monstars. If you don't think so, comment down below and how you think they beat them. And then you got to think about Algie Rhythm, who was Don Cheadle. He ended up being part of the game.
And Don Cheadle not an athlete, so. But I mean, he probably didn't have to really do anything.
I know, but I'm saying, like, his team, that team would have smashed them. So LeBron has beaten super teams.
What do you like? What do you like about? Because the first one wasn't about his son, right? It wasn't about his son.
No.
So what do you feel like about them adding the son aspect in it?
Because this is, like I said, this is a new generation.
Because how did he get in the first one? How did he get in the cartoon in the first? Yeah.
Michael Jordan never became a cartoon in the first one.
I know, but I mean, how did he get with him?
Oh, so what happened was the Monstars came to Looney Tunes Land, and they were like, okay, you're going to be captured, and they didn't take it seriously, and then they stole the talent from the players that I spoke about earlier in the video.
So,
and then that's
wasn't Michael Jordan retired in '96?
No, he came back.
But I'm saying that was the movie.
Well, the movie the timeline he's retired.
Okay, because I'm like,
timeline he was retired.
He was playing baseball.
Yeah, the timeline he was retired in the movie.
I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've seen the first one. I remember specific parts, but it's been a while.
And they came and Bugs Bunny basically knew that Jordan was playing golf.
Oh, golf! I'm sorry, golf. I thought it was baseball.
Didn't
he try to play baseball?
He was, but I'm saying that's how he got into it.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what. So basically, Bugs Bunny just roped him into Looney Tunes Land, and that's how it went.
So, do you like LeBron being a cartoon part, or you feel like he should have stayed a human the whole time?
I think it brought, like I said, it's a kids movie, so it brought. I don't think it was bad as far as the idea of making him a cartoon. Because it would have been just weird him being just himself.
So you like them bringing the son aspect? Like,
yeah. Because you gotta think about it, like sons, like fathers that are athletes.
Most of them are like that with their kids.
They might be like that with their kids. So to bring that storyline into it, and at the end, him being like, LeBron being like, you know what?
I'm gonna let you do what you want.
Let you be you, and that's what they kept saying throughout the whole.
You don't let me be me.
Yeah.
But one thing is, do you feel like LeBron kids really wanted to play basketball, or do you feel like he kind of like forced them? Not forced them, but like he trained them. But like, cause like for example, Serena Williams is training her daughter already to play tennis. How do you know she want to play tennis?
Pretty much, you're gonna emulate what your parent do, because that's gonna be your first.
You ain't gonna always like that. Like for example. I remember when I used to watch T.I. show, his daughter Deja was like, I'm the only one who don't do music. So I don't know what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you don't want to do that, like, it's kind of like, I feel like
the parents should realize
respect you. Like,
respect that. I don't want to do that.
That's not my thing. Like, for example, one of T.I.'s son, he was like, I want to be a producer because I don't want to be in front. I just want to be behind the team. So Messiah is a producer.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna help you out, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do one big moral of the story is you should let your kids be them, and you should let them do what they want to do. Well, not want to do, but if you see that they're not going the same route as you, like Michael Jordan's son tried to play basketball and he was trash. You shouldn't even worry about it. That's like if you know everybody not gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna be. Just let your kids find their way. Because at the end of the day, they still young. Because in the movie, I think he was like 12 or something. Yeah. You still gotta find yourself at 12 years old.
And then like if you think about it, like LeBron, he played it because of course he's the only child. He was really great at it, and he got friendships from from his people that he grew up with. So I'm glad that they brought that aspect into it in a way. They referenced it a little bit in the beginning. And like him realizing that used to be him back in the day, loving video games and stuff like that. And him he had to be told like, listen, you have a great gift.
You take it seriously.
Take it seriously. So, and that's a lesson that everybody has to learn, especially as a parent. But I digress. I know we strayed away from it.
How do you feel about the specific players they used?
Like I said, it was smashed.
He
It was smashed the original.
They used Damian Lillard, how you say it?
I don't want to mess up her name.
Another girl, Super. You said
no, Diana Taurasi.
I'm sorry, her. Anthony Davis. The way they made him look was just
Klay Thompson.
Cannot.
And then that joke that
the way
LeBron said.
He said it's time for your eyebrows to separate. Somebody should have told us that a long time ago, because that unibrow, y'all should have left that with Al B. Sure back in the day, because I can't do it.
That was funny. But I said it did have parts where adults were able to laugh.
Do you feel like it was kind of dark? Like darker than the first one? It's pretty dark.
Why would you say that?
Because they grew up and he's molding the child into, because he took off how kids are very vulnerable and naive. So he's like, oh, your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just pretty dark, because he was like, oh, your dad said this. And when he knew the whole time it was him, they said, oh, you gotta play me in basketball.
Yeah.
So my thing is, it was a little dark in times, like about people preying on kids' innocence. You know, like.
Yeah. Algie Shore. Our Algie Rhythm. I didn't know he was actually I thought he was actually a person. I didn't know he was a system.
The computer.
He was a computer. So, when LeBron didn't like the idea, and him sucking him and his son into it, and then like she's saying, Algie Rhythm, like pretty much manipulate Dom. The son in the movie. And and think about it, is Dom, he did learn a lesson from him that don't sell yourself short, because at that age you're pretty much still trying to develop yourself at that young age. So he did teach him a positive lesson, even though he was manipulating him at the same time. Like tell him perfect example, when he was creating the players, when he put his handles to 75, and Algie Rhythm was like, stop selling yourself short. I know you have potential. And then him changing it from 75 to 99, and then him seeing his potential, it was just like, okay. But you already knew that Don Cheadle was up to no good, because he's trying to get back at LeBron because he didn't like his idea. Pretty bitter. And then the video game part, as far as when they had all the characters, like when you had Rick and Morty come by and have a short.
They had
King
Pennywise. They had The Mask. They had everybody. It was just the audience watching the game.
Yeah, and it was like every person that tuned into the game was going to not be part of the game, but was going to be in the stands, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And then it was great to see Ernie Johnson and Rel.
Yeah,
Lil Rel in there commentating the game. And I thought, when I was reading it before it came out, Don Cheadle said that Michael Jordan was going to be in the movie.
It was Michael B. Jordan.
And
it was not Michael Jordan. It wasn't Michael A. Jordan.
I was like, wait.
It was Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
it was nice to see. It was cool, but he did it on purpose to get y'all to watch it. Y'all funny. Come on, he ain't stupid. He a celebrity. They know how to get you to tune in. If you thought Michael Jordan don't even like LeBron James, so why would he be in the movie?
I wouldn't even like it.
That's how he acts. He threatens. So my thing is, why would he be in a movie with him? It don't make sense. You should have thought about that. So it was Michael B. Jordan, y'all.
I think they did a really good job. And I believe that this movie.
Is this opinion biased because you like the movie?
The thing is, I like both of them.
You really like the movie?
I really like the movie, to be honest. Because the thing about it is, like, I'm not judging it off when I was 8 years old watching it. I'm judging it off of now. Like, this is a kid's movie at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. It's a PG. I think it's
PG or 13? Oh, PG-13.
I think PG movie.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll have to look back at that, but it's a kid's movie nonetheless. So it's not. You could watch it but don't heavy critique it because you know it's not really for you.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know them being loony, like them when LeBron finally was like, you know what, we're gonna go out swinging, and then let the Looney Tunes like basically do what they do best. That was pretty dope as well. Um, like I said, I didn't have any bad critiques on it, and like I said, I'm probably going to go back and watch it again before it stops streaming on HBO. Um, on HBO. Um, so I enjoyed it. Um, and like I said, we have to wait for it to age to really critique it because if you look at the storyline from that one where Michael was basically a kid and you know I don't know, it's just we can't really judge it. They're two separate things with the same name.
Yeah.
It's New Legacy for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They did have like little parts of it where they did talk about it a little bit or mention the original Space Jam,
Mm-hmm.
but they
It's
kept
like,
it pretty much the New Legacy.
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, and yeah, I'm not sure if they will do another one. I'm not sure how that would work. But hopefully if this is the last one, then that'll be great. Um, and yeah, I don't really have much more to say. I just, like I said, I saw the TikToks. Looked up the ratings that people had, and I'm like, even the people that are accredited that do movie reviews, I'm like, you realize it's just a kids movie. It's not something that
I just feel
you're
like
supposed to be third.
a lot of people don't like LeBron James, so they feel like they basing it off the fact that they don't like LeBron James. And I just want to know what the fuck he did to y'all because he be minding his business.
Man about to be a billionaire
Doing what he's supposed to do.
before the end of the year.
Mind his business.
A billionaire.
Just loving his wife, loving his kids, supporting his kids, giving back to the community. Why? Why do you not like him? But you like the asshole. I'm gonna let that be where it's at though. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to say. I was just, you know, basically go watch the movie and, you know, come back to this video.
I give Mark these opportunities because I want him to talk.
Appreciate it.
Get all that shyness.
So I don't really have much more to say about critiquing this movie. Like I said, if I had to rate it, I would give it first impression. I would give it like a 8.5. I would have to look at it again.
Wow. Yeah, he has to do it. Yes.
He
listened to a CD. He listened to it 5 times before he. Yeah. That's him.
And
He needs to thoroughly analyze like a Virgo. But yeah.
Tyler got the album of the year right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Thanks, Tyler.
Tyler the Creator has the album of the year right now. And Pusha T, I know this is far off, but Pusha T said that he has the album of the year right now until he drops. Can't wait.
If Kendrick drop later,
wait for that.
Then he gonna have that one. He need to stop playing. Okay, but anyway, y'all.
We didn't hear the soundtrack at all either, so we're not gonna even judge the Space soundtrack. But other than that, that's pretty much what we had to say. Thanks for watching, you guys. And you have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, comment, share with anybody that might want to look at this before they watch the movie. And make sure you guys stay on our page because I will be giving you we will be giving you wedding updates throughout the year. So, yes. All right. So thank you again for tuning in, and have a great rest of your day and night. Peace.